Welcome to Tough Talk Media, where real conversations shape real impact. Join us as we dig deeper into thought-provoking perspectives that challenge, inform, and inspire action. Subscribe today and be part of the conversation.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The All Progressives Congress, APC, has affirmed the candidature of Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji as the consensus candidate of the party for the 2026 gubernatorial election in the state. The motion was moved in Ekiti on Monday by the Senate leader, Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele, and seconded by the Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Stephen Aribasoye. Oyebanji emerged as the APC candidate through a consensus arrangement at the party's primary held yesterday in Ekiti after the disqualification of two aspirants, including his main challenger, engineer Kayode Ojo. However, a coalition of civil society organizations has condemned what it described as the kangaroo adoption of Ekiti State Governor Mr. Biodun Oyebanji as the consensus candidate of the All Progressives Congress for the forthcoming governorship election. The coalition, under the auspices of the coalition of civil society groups, stated that the move was an assault on democracy and a dangerous precedent that could undermine Nigeria's political stability. Joining us on the show to discuss Governor Oyebanji's affirmation as the consensus candidate and also her disqualification is Mrs. Abimbola Olawunmi, APC governorship aspirant in Ekiti State. Good morning, ma'am, and you're most welcome to the morning show.
Thank you. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, madam, you're on record as having said, "No man can intimidate me." I'm quoting you. So do you feel that you have been intimidated in the APC governorship process in Ekiti State? Despite the fact that the party said...
Yeah, the end of...
No, let me finish. Despite the fact that the party said you did not meet requirements for qualification, and that was why you were disqualified. And that two, the Electoral Act even recognizes the fact that parties can choose their candidates, governorship candidates, by consensus. Is there anything that the party has done that is wrong in Ekiti State?
Okay. Like you rightly said, the NWC, led by Professor Nentawe, have been trying to intimidate other aspirants by unjustly disqualifying them. We were asked to purchase the form, despite the fact that the National Secretary, Senator Ajibola Bashiro, was going around the country telling everybody, Ekiti citizens, especially when it came for the endorsement rally in Ekiti, that the party already has a consensus candidate in person of Oyebanji, and that other aspirant coming in to push or that has purchased the form of the party are just generating revenue for the party. So I began to ask the questioner, if the party knew that they already agreed to make Oyebanji their consensus candidate, why would they go ahead to say, to throw the election, the nomination form open that aspirant members of the party can purchase the form? And after purchasing the form and attending the screening committee in September, that was September 24 that we had the screening at the Hammer Hotel at Katampe here in Abuja. We presented all the documents that we were asked to bring and which we submitted when we were submitting our nomination forms. And at the screening, I was surprised when the NW came out with the petition that somebody petitioned against the document I submitted to the party. And I was like, how? And they said, from my form, from the document I submitted, the petitioner was like, my nominators, they are not members of the party, and that myself, that I didn't meet the financial obligations of the party. And I had to ask the committee, the screening committee at that particular time, how did this petitioner have access to my form? Who gave them my form? My form was given to you in trust. entrusted to you. And under no condition should you have given my form to a third party to go through the document I submitted to you. To cut a long story short, they said at the end of after the screening, they were supposed to communicate to us formally, officially that, okay, look at what happened after we went through your document and everything. But till this moment I'm speaking with you, at no point in time had the APC National Working Committee written to us or invited me and the other aspirant that was disqualified to say, these are the reasons you have been disqualified.
Okay.
We just woke up, I think it was about 11 p.m.
Madam, what remedy are you asking for? Have you appealed within the party to exhaust administrative processes? Or do you want
they just came up with
your money to be refunded? Would that please you?
I'm not talking about my money being refunded now. They violated my right as a Nigerian citizen and as a member of the party, and I've already taken them to court to prove that they don't have that obligation. They don't have the right to disqualify me unjustly without a fair hearing. At least when after the screening, you were supposed to publish the result of the screening. And instead of you going on social media to announce the report, you never reached out to any of the aspirants, even up to this moment. We just woke up one morning and we saw the result of the screening committee plastered everywhere, all over the social media. And that has been the way they have been communicating with aspirants. Despite the fact that I wrote a series of letters to the office of the chairman, to the NWC, even to the president, to the wife of the president. Till today, we have not gotten a response from from the NWC or from the chairman of the party over the disqualification.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, and I'm glad that you're speaking about this, especially as we're trying to get or see more women in active politics. Really quite unfortunate, your experience. But I'd like you to talk about the assessment of internal democracy in the APC. And now that Governor Oyebanji has been chosen, has been selected as the consensus candidate, will you be supporting his candidature in Ekiti State, or would you be moving to another party to perhaps seek an opportunity to still run in the election?
If the process that brought Oyebanji was transparent and fair, I could support him. But being a process that is faulty right from the foundation, nobody. I'm not going to support him. And even Ekiti people have made up their mind not to support him, not to vote for him in this forthcoming election, in the general election. A candidate or an aspirant of the party that is not even confident, that was not confident of contesting the party primary fairly, how is he hoping to win the general election? If he had to bribe his way to become the consensus candidate of the party, that means he's not even popular in the party. Talk less of being popular in Ekiti State.
Okay.
So imposing him, it's just like the APC is imposing him on the Ekiti people.
So are you going to run on another platform, or will you remain in the APC? Because we want to see more women in politics. We want to see more women. So I know you're in court already, but are you going to then consider or reconsider your membership of the APC and perhaps seek another platform to run?
Until we get the outcome of the court, I am not going to be speaking on that. For now, we are in court, and until the decision of the court comes out, if it's not still favorable and I feel that the party is not doing the right thing, I cannot take a decision. But for now, I have not taken a decision to leave the party. I remain a member of the APC.
But before you go through the whole gamut of the court, you'll have run out of time. That's the sad reality. And when people say go to court in this country, it's a mockery actually, because there are many qualms too about that. I'd like to ask you this real quickly. Number one will be, it's not only you that's affected. There are other aspirants too, like Kayode Ojo. All the aspirants this affected, are you guys going to come together as a coalition, or you're filing your cases independently? Secondly, you said the governor bribed his way to get the ticket. Can you give me empirical evidence that Governor of Ekiti State bribed his way to get this together? Because I heard the word, and I deal with empirical facts. Can you give me the facts and the evidence that you have that the governor bribed his way to get this consensus ticket to win the primary of the APC?
Earlier, I said the party secretary, the national party secretary, went about the states, and even when he went to visit Senator Akpabio at a point in time, he said the party already has a candidate, meaning that some things happened which we were not privy to. And the evidences I have to present against them, I won't give it on social media, on the national TV. That will be presented in the court at the right time.
So you have evidence that will be presented in court that the governor of Ekiti State bribed his way to get the party nomination that he has gotten in Ekiti State, right? So you have evidence already in court. And you have evidence with you. So
yes,
you have,
and
you have transactions.
Delegate election.
Delegate election. So you have transactions how the governor gave them money and he bribed his way. You have evidence of all of
yes,
that. And the financial transaction.
I have a receipt of a financial transaction, which from the narration it was stated by a support organization, which they were using to transfer money into the account of delegates. And even before that, I have a Sterling Bank transaction, which they have been using to pay Senator Abimbola Olawunmi. He has been on the payroll of the governor for almost 2 years.
Okay,
that's a serious
allegation. So that's a serious allegation.
I've just mentioned
and because when
yes,
you get subpoenaed, can you justify this? And can you justify that it comes from the governor? Because you said Bao support group, it might not be from the governor. So you said it comes from the governor, and you said Abimbola Olawunmi, because he has a right of reply. Abimbola Olawunmi will come here the next day and he will ask you this question. So can you justify all of this? That's why I'm asking for empirical facts.
I can. I have a Sterling Bank account statement that indicted the national secretary of the party. He's on the payroll of the governor, and he has been on his payroll for about 2 years.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, madam, thank you very much indeed. I just hope that you are comfortable with the possibility of you being charged for anti-party activities with the implications, because you are challenging the constituted authority of the party.
Yeah, if the constituted authority is being unfair to members of the party, as a citizen of Nigeria that has a right and that knows a right, I can go to any length to challenge them.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I cannot be intimidated.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Being a woman, you cannot and must not be intimidated. Thank you so much, ma'am. Mrs. Abimbola Olawunmi, governorship prospective in Ekiti State, APC.
Stay informed, stay inspired, stay tuned to Tough Talk Media, where real conversations shape real impact. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions. Thanks for watching.